In southern Syria, the country's lengthy war continues to rage for government forces and their allies. The Syrian military operation to recapture all of the southern provinces of the country, Daraa, Suwaida and Quneitra, seem to be going well for the Syrian government. They have made steady gains in the past 2 weeks since they launched the attack. But this operation is causing a lot of controversy. It's taking place in one of the de-escalation zones that were negotiated by the US, Russia and Jordan last year. But regardless, the Syrian government, backed by Russian airstrikes, has launched a military offensive in these parts of the country and seems to be heading towards achieving its goal of clearing any rebel presence south of Syria. To retake Daraa province, Syria and Russia are using a combination of brutal force and negotiations to convince rebel factions to turn their attention away from the Syrian army and onto radical groups like Nusra Front, whom the rebels fought side by side with for many years. The results of this approach are plain to see. In the command of the Syrian Army's 5th Armored Division, where the military is stockpiling weapons and ammunition that rebels either surrendered or lost. And the inventory is impressive. Guided anti-armored missiles, millions of bullets, and even tanks.
We are offering militants a safe way out if they surrender their heavy weapons and agree to join our fight against terrorist groups. We have made large gains over the past few hours to control more than 60% of Daraa province, and we will keep pressing until we recapture it completely.
And the army says its efforts to oust the rebels have been going down well with the local community. Here in Daraa town, residents have been living in fear for many years, but they believe they are finally seeing signs of change.
My utmost desire is to see my house again. I haven't been able to come here for the past 7 years. The militants threatened me, and now I have entered the town for the first time in years.
Over the past 2 weeks, the Syrian army has retaken 27 towns through negotiations, while it also took 5 by force after the rebels failed to meet a deadline. The army distributed footage of its coercive and destructive methods, sending a clear message that there would be no turning back. When the army regains full control of Daraa province, it would mean not just a major military gain, but it would be also a heavy psychological blow for the rebels, as they would lose control of the birthplace of their insurgency against President Bashar al-Assad. Ala Ibrahim, CGTN, Daraa.